G'day folks, it's Cortezerino. So I bet you've tuned in today thinking, what kind of mad thing is Cortez doing this episode? I have no idea. You see, usually I like to do a new project for each episode just to keep things interesting for you guys, but I decided quite a while ago that I have so many projects going on that I am not starting anything new. We are finishing things at the moment. And I'm kind of a little bit worried that something is wrong with my texture pack. Does it look dark to you guys? It could be that I've been doing so many time lapses with shaders on that I'm just not used to this. But yeah, something could be wrong here. I'm not quite sure. So anyway, we have to decide which project we are going to work on today. So maybe we are going to do the tower. Nah, can't be bothered. Maybe we're going to do the lake. I've still got to dig out a fair bit more of this, but I don't know if that will be too interesting for you guys. Let's go for a wander. This definitely feels darker. Maybe I have messed with some of my settings somewhere. Oh gosh, we're not going to be able to see much in here. We could work on the nether hub, but Curly and I have been tossing around ideas of what to do for the walls and the ceilings, and we haven't really come up with anything just yet. But you know, I'm kind of tempted just to clean up the tree and say, voila, we are done. It looks all right. Like, once we get started doing whatever on the walls, it is going to take forever. And both of us are pretty busy now. We've got that creative server together where we're just building stuff, using the replay mod, doing time lapses. So I'm not in a hurry to get back to this. So that could be a finished nether hub, surely. And staying in the nether, this is another... I've always got to check that there are no ghasts spawned in here before I turn my back on that room. This was probably not the best place to put the super smelter, come to think of it. I should have moved it over a little bit. I could see someone wandering in here, getting all their shulker boxes out, and then a ghast shooting them through that door. So this is another project I have to do. We've got to clean up this room. Well, maybe we do, maybe we don't. I think I will. Not this second, because we are still sort of doing an intro. Ooh, there's my redstone. I was looking for you. But yeah, that is something we may touch on this episode. And people have also raised some OH&S concerns about my path out to the AFK Netherwart farm. Apparently the dirt blocks are not the safest with ghasts flying around. And speaking of the AFK Netherwart farm, I've put in a brand new entrance up that end, and I haven't really cleaned up my very old entrance when I first started digging the thing out, so that is something we have to do. Ooh, jump boost, that is cool. You know what? There we go. Master Builder. I thought I lost a beacon somewhere. I knew I had 3 or 4 of them, and yeah, I used 2 at the AFK Netherwart farm, and I was running pretty low. That's where he's been, and there are all my emerald blocks. I thought I'd spent them all on villager trading. Gee, we are discovering a few things already. So there is this old thing you might remember. There is a skelly spawner up there, and I was going to make this an AFK fishing area with my special AFK Fisher designs, and then I changed my mind and I wanted to make an AFK ice farm above us because we're in a snowy biome, and I wanted to drop myself down and pause next to the dogs, have my pick repaired, and then go back up. But that is essentially starting a whole new project, so we're not doing that today. And I haven't checked my shops out here in the shopping district for a long time. But look at this. Look at all the new builds coming up. This bridge wasn't here last time. That looks pretty cool, that pattern in the ground. We've got a new shop there. I think that's selling food. Whoa, what is happening with the lag? What was that? That was crazy. Ooh, this is new. This is a gambling game. It's basically a slot machine. I haven't got any diamonds on me. Maybe I don't sell anything for diamonds in my shops, so Yeah, ooh, hey, Skelly Bones. Let's quickly... I better take this down. New goodies in stock. I haven't checked this for a while, so they're not new anymore. Have we got anything inside? Probably... Yes, we do! Oh, I've got diamonds. Not selling for diamonds, but I'll take them. Let's go gamble something. Let's go gamble our free diamonds. Where are we going? This way. Nutty Chef. Exposed redstone, mate. Alright. Let's, I hope this fence goes all the way around. Keeps us safe from creepers. I don't want to blow up his game. I don't even know how to play. Alright, we're just going to throw one diamond at a time onto the blue carpet and we'll see if we win anything. I didn't bother reading all the rules. That sounds like a win. Did we win? Woo! We are doing good. Let's go one more. There. Oh well, we made a diamond. Let's not push our luck. I want to see if I've actually sold some welcome mats because that took me forever to do. I can't even remember where I put them. Yes, they're all sold. I actually better make some more. I'll do that later. Now, I know that this is a pretty common thing that you see in Minecraft episodes. People will visit their shops, visit other people's shops, just wander around a bit, and then they go, yay, I have done an episode. And that is kind of what I'm doing right now, but that is not how Cortezerino rolls, guys. We are actually going to do something. I get very bored of those episodes where nothing gets accomplished. So I think today we are going to stick around Persia, and you know, I've spent the last 3 episodes working on that building over there, so I think it's time to get back to the Hanging Gardens. We are going to put a roof on this thing because I've got nothing up there at the moment. And I think I might try and go a little bit grand with it. I don't even know my way around. Where is it? Here's the grand entrance. We might go for something a little bit big on top, and I might try and use the rest of my lapis when I do this. So we're going to go up a bit higher. Not sure what I'm doing yet, but we're going to finish the top, and then we're going to look at doing some trees. Now, I've had a lot of practice in recent weeks doing trees, so I can do a cool pink one. What do you call them? The cherry blossom. I can do a cherry blossom off the top of my head. I've got a really cool orange tree I can do. But when I was researching the Hanging Gardens, I read somewhere that it was plants from all over Persia in the Hanging Gardens. So why am I going to put a Japanese cherry blossom in here? It won't make much sense. And I also read that whoever built this, I've forgotten his name, he was building it for his wife. I think so she could feel at home because she had to move from her realm, her kingdom, whatever, to his when they got married, and he built it for her and he filled it full of plants from her side of town, wherever that was. So I've got to do a bit of research into what those look like, and I think this will be interesting. I don't know what kind of trees we're going to end up having in here. But first of all, let's get started on that thingo up the top. Let me track down all my sandstone. I have tons of it. So let's get to work. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, not much progress, Cortez. Well, before I could start on this top section, I actually had to finish this whole section down below here. I hadn't really done much on it. So we've got all the hallways in now. Still got to do something about the lighting. But yes, it's all cleaned up and it's looking pretty cool, I think. And these staircases worked out much better than I thought they were going to. I thought it might be a little bit cramped or weird. But yeah, we can walk up here and we end up inside the building. And we can walk out onto future little gardens and stuff up here. So I've stopped pretty much because I don't know what I'm doing for the roof of this. If I want to go a bit higher, or if I want to end it here, if I want to put a dome on it like that one over there. Not sure. But I think, like, I had an idea. I think I want to use stripped acacia logs for the interior, because when I did the Hagia Sophia over there, it has a very dark interior. It's a completely different colour from the outside, and it looks so cool when you walk in. So I kind of want to do the same thing here, have a completely different interior, and using that stripped acacia, the red, will help this building blend in with the other buildings in Persia, because there isn't much red apart from those acacia trapdoors around the bushes. But I think I am done with building for the time being. I've been doing all of these episodes on a creative server, doing time lapses, just building, and then I came here and did some building. I want to have some fun with redstone, and what I want to do is, because in the hanging gardens, now that I've covered the entire thing up, if I want to get down to the tree farm, I've got to go down those stairs there and in the doors on the sides. And the only way to access this area is through the portal, which is down there in the tree farm. So if someone's in there and they want to come up and see the hanging gardens, they might get a bit lost actually. Those doors are pretty hidden. So I want to do a bubble column elevator going from the center of the tree farm that will spit you out right here. And I want it to be a little bit fancy, because once you get up here, you want to get back down. So I want it to be set on the magma block, so you can jump in here and get sucked down all the time. But when you're down the bottom, you can hit a button that flicks up block swapper, replaces it with soul sand, so you can come shooting up, and it stays that way long enough for you to get up the top, and then it switches back to the magma block so you can get back down. Now, I do not know how to make block swappers. Like, I've done one once. I've designed one for my gas tier farm that I never ended up using, and it's on a creative world somewhere. And I have so many creative worlds now that I don't really know which one it's in, and even if I did, it would still take forever to find. What on earth was I doing here? Oh, where are you? Where are you? No, this is definitely the wrong world. Okay, I haven't even loaded this world in 1.13 before, so maybe it's here, but if it is going to take me forever to find. Actually, it might have been near sugarcane. I think I was playing with sugarcane at the same time I was playing with the block swapper. Are you here somewhere? Oh, yes, we found it, Okay, what are you? What does that design do? Whoa. Oh, that's a block swapper too. It's not what I'm after though. This was the one I came up with for the gas tier farm. So it was to turn the ghast spawning on and off. It's not exactly a block swapper, but maybe I can get this to work. The thing I'm worried about is, will it be waterproof? Okay, so I think this design here was one that I found on YouTube, and I used that to create my one with the half slab. So this one actually does look like it could be, yes, it will be waterproof. So I've just got to work out a timer. So here I've got my standard little hopper timer that I always use with a few items in there, so it's nice and small, and you push the button and it'll stay on for a little while, and then once the items filter through, it'll turn off, so I can set the delay I want. So because this is a design where you've got to push the button twice, observer blocks make that really easy, so I can just run an observer off any piece of redstone here with a bit of a delay after it. So when the torch turns on, it'll send a signal, and when the torch turns off, it'll send another. And then maybe I can just rig it up with some pressure plates to trigger it. Okay, here's a problem. Maybe the observer's not going to work. We need a longer delay from the button. Okay, it's not the prettiest, but I've actually got it working now. So rather than just the observer hitting the one repeater on a bit of a delay, that didn't keep that powered for long enough. So now I've got two repeaters. The one on a 2-tick delay means that bit of dust gets powered sooner, and then the 4-tick delay one means it stays powered for a little bit longer, and that is just enough time to get the block swapped. So now I've got to combine all of this together, and this machine is starting to get very big. Okay, the design is finally ready. If we wait for a little bit, that block should swap back. There we go. So I've just got the pulse extender from before. The observer is looking at that torch, and it powers the block, which powers both those repeaters. It is a pretty big, monstrous design, but luckily I don't have to try and compact it. We're not doing a tutorial here. It's just something to build in the floor of my tree farm. So I've got to make it all don't want to hop in there. This is all flat. Made it so you're not going to see it under the floor. But I want to trigger it with a pressure plate. And it's hard to get a pressure plate close without bud powering one of these pistons. So I might have to put the pressure plate over here. Thank you. I hate the controls in Minecraft sometimes. There we go. So I think I'm just going to have to run some redstone from over there to there, and that pressure plate will be our trigger. Okay, I'm going to go build this. So here is something that wasted about half an hour of my life. I built the thing on the server and it didn't work. Look at this. And I spent ages fiddling with it. Well, not that long. I spent a little bit of time fiddling with it. Then I came back into the creative server and I realized I hadn't built it wrong. It's just that the thing is directional. For some reason, I had it facing the wrong way. So I had to rip the entire thing out and rebuild it facing in another direction. Thank you for that, Minecraft. So I have to remember to pick up all my shulker boxes before someone starts the minecarts running and they steal all my goodies. But here we are! What an anticlimax. That is not going to be my thumbnail, but it is working. I may later on come and change out these fences for maybe glass all the way around, just because it's pretty easy to get your head stuck as you're going up the top there. But it works now. Pressure plate changes up the blocks and up we go right to the top. So yeah, that's it. And I've probably got a bit too long on the delay there before it switches back. So if you wanted to head straight back down, you got to wait for a moment. But you know, if someone else on the server's using this, it might take them a little while to figure out how to get up this thing or what they're supposed to do. So yes, it's all working just fine now. So yes, I've now got to figure out what I'm going to use for the thumbnail. I can't use that, that's pathetic. So we're going to leave it here for today, guys. I know we didn't get too much done on the building front, but like I said, I am sick of building. I've got so much redstone in this world and I've barely used any of it. It's a very different kind of season for Cortez. I have to think up something monstrous to build out of redstone, although that's another project, isn't it? Anyway, cheers guys, I'm Cortezerino, I'll see you later.